Greetings, I'm Rob Chappers. Welcome to beautiful sunny Shanghai, which is entirely unlike anything I was expecting. Got myself a brilliant percentage coffee. Here's the famous Pearl. I'm super high on jet lag, but we just found the biggest building in China. Look at that, it's bigger than my straw. It's massive. Apparently it's just businesses and things. Oh yeah, I brought my dad with me, and this is Lucia.
Hi.
Anyway, let's go to eat some food and then Music China. It's a robot. He's nervous now. Come little one. I mean you no harm. Top of the morning to you. I've had 2 breakfasts. I slept for a day and a half. Still feeling tired. Dad's looking fantastic though, isn't he? Look at that man. It's just dawning on me how big this is. I don't think many of my friends have been to this show. First thing that really I noticed is that I don't recognize any of the brands. It's a bit confusing. I need to give you some kind of idea of scale, and I think this is going to do it for you. So look, this is the first row of buildings. That's the second row of buildings, and then that's the next. It's a triangle, an absolutely enormous triangle. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Hello. How you doing, man? Nice to meet you, bro. Welcome to NUX. This is the NUX stand. It's huge. I hadn't realised quite how big of a brand NUX was in China. Getting bitch. A really cool brand that I've never heard of called Dionysian. Dionysian? Dionysian. Oh, I've heard of them. Thank you very much, bro. See you every day for the next 4 days. They're not playing. Just come outside to seek refuge from the unbelievable noise, because it's nothing like you can imagine in terms of sheer volume. And then Nick Johnston is playing behind me. So far it's amazing. We've seen everything from tongue drums, harps, acoustic transducers, 1,000 guitar brands I've never heard of, and a lot of really, really lovely people. It's been brilliant. I was really just completely blown away that people even knew who I was. I mean, they don't have YouTube, but I think they're getting it somehow. Dad was having an amazing time, and I had the opportunity to take in some of the acts at the NUX stage, some really cool musicians, had a jam with some cool up-and-coming talent. This guy from Thailand was brilliant, by the way. And yeah, ended up exhausted. It's so busy! Oh, you know dinner's gonna be good. What does that say? It says we're gonna eat a lot of dumplings. That's what it says, yeah. Apparently we're going to a really nice dumpling restaurant in Shanghai. This is a special dumpling place. What's it called? Okay, make Rob fat. I feel like such a tourist. This is so cool. Wow, this is beautiful. Is this where we're eating? Probably get some quite good Chinese food here. I'll tell you what, after a day of just like absolutely shredding for hours and being surrounded by very loud guitar, this is really nice. Loads of delicious looking street food, candies and temples and things. If you ever get the opportunity to come to Shanghai, come here and get some street food and then do a little bit of shopping for your wife in all these little side shops and things. I'm not going to do justice to how beautiful and cool this is, but it's amazing. Massive thank you to NUX for bringing me out with my dad. Made a lot of new friends from Indonesia.
Hi.
Hey. Terima kasih.
Thank you. Okay.
Well, it's day 2 and I'm getting the absolute classic Chinese food for breakfast, which I love. Just saw a guy doing Taiji out the window, which was really interesting. I didn't recognise the style. Well, I'm really looking forward to getting at it. Such an awesome show. Try and get as much of it as possible on camera for you. Although it is so big, I really think I've seen maybe a fifth. It's just too big to get around. There's a bus that takes you around the buildings.
Day 2 was busy. I mean, every day at this show is busy, but this was, absolutely remarkable. All the major brands were represented, from ESP, Ibanez, Marshall, D'Addario, Fender were there. Everyone that you can think of that's a big brand knows about Music China. Had the chance to check out some of the new stuff at NUX. Some of these products I had no idea even existed, like the amp core, the drive core, just completely new stuff to me. Interesting to check out the MG30 for the first time as well. And then, after looking at the amps, I don't know whether you know that NUX make amplifiers as well, I had the opportunity to do a little bit of chilling before it turned out they needed an artist for the main stage. After devastating the live stage, took in some cool acts. This lady was an amazing funky player. And then I met Gervana or Gervana. And they gave me a pedal that was exact to my birth astrological Chinese zodiac sign. Hung out with Soyas, who make incredibly good microphones, really nice guys. Had some drink coffee food. And then another shredding on the stage. You don't want to hear it, it sounds the same as the last one, but it was so busy. Then time to eat.
Now it's time for the most exciting part of my trip to Shanghai, and the only reason that I'm here, hot pot.
If you've never tried hot pot before, I absolutely recommend it. These prawn and fish egg dumplings were incredible. We had 3 different soups, a chicken one, a super spicy one, and then a veggie one which contained some kind of medicine, lots of meat.
We're very confused. Look at this. Zebra crossing, zebra crossing, zebra, and then zebra everywhere. How does it work?
Sometimes you have to stop and sort of try and realise you're existing amongst ancient structures that are pretty beautiful.
And the question is, inside, will it be the same kind of feeling as the one you found in Incheon?
Maybe. They have a ritual here in this Buddhist temple where they throw coins at this this piece here. I wonder what they were doing. I thought it was some kind of protest.
This is Jing'an Temple in Shanghai. It's really interesting. It's been burnt down and sacked and destroyed, and then at one point turned into a plastic factory. It was then rebuilt in 1983 and is now an active Buddhist temple of the Tangmi Buddhist sect. Whether you're interested in Buddhism, spirituality or not at all, it's just a beautiful place to visit.
We're in some special crab place next to Jing'an Temple in Shanghai. So apparently they're very famous for crab noodles. I've never had crab noodles, so I'm quite excited to see what this is like. We're starting with something unusual. It's warm, sweet, white fungus soup. That's the best white fungus soup I've ever had.
Undoubtedly the best I've had in my life.
This was a really special meal, and it was so beautiful. Some dishes that I'd never tried before in my entire life, like this crazy weird chicken soup and this crab dish, which was incredible. Actually supposed to go on these wonderful noodles that we were about to tuck into, until we discovered that actually the waitress was supposed to prepare them for us. I've sped it up so it isn't a bit boring for you. And she adds the crab meat, crab eggs into the noodles, and man, it was just unbelievable. So many little tiny dishes of pickles and all sorts of things. Lucia ate that prawn with chopsticks.
Out of 10, I give it a super hard 8.5. The duck was really good. The mushrooms were amazing. My favorite meal or dish of the whole experience was the crab, what was it called? Crab eggs?
猪油黄，
Tu you fa.
猪油黄。
Tu you ha. Crab. Dad's happy. This looks easy to cross. Are we crossing here?
Yeah.
Okay.